From Idaho to Utah to Arizona and Hawaii, the investigation into the case surrounding Lori Vallow and her two missing children has now spanned at least 4 states. This afternoon, we're learning multiple agencies are now expected to come together very soon to share information about this case. Our Shira Matsuzawa is here now with details behind that planned meeting and what is next in this very complex Vallow court case. Shira?
That's right, Mark. That meeting is scheduled to happen this week in Salt Lake City and will involve multiple investigative agencies who are looking into a number of things, including the whereabouts of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, the death of Tammy Daybell, Chad Daybell's late wife, and the death of Alex Cox, Lori's brother. Now, I spoke with the Fremont County Sheriff today. He tells me he will have 2 officers present at that meeting. Meantime, we've also learned today that Vallow remains in jail on a $1 million bond. We spoke with criminal defense lawyer and former Attorney General Dave Leroy about what's ahead for this case.
All rise.
Just last week, the world watched as Lori Vallow stood before an Idaho judge for the first time.
JJ, say hi.
Vallow's children, JJ and Tylee, have been missing since September. It was Vallow's first court hearing in Idaho, meant to review her bond.
Bail will be set at $1 million.
And set a preliminary hearing, now scheduled for 2 days, March 18th and 19th.
Because this is a complex case, a 2-day preliminary hearing is not particularly unusual.
Criminal defense lawyer and former Attorney General David Leroy says the purpose of a preliminary hearing is to make an initial showing by the prosecution of what evidence they have against the defendant, and to give the defense that time to cross-examine those witnesses, as well as to examine whatever documentation is presented.
Apparently, it remains at this point a case of circumstantial evidence. She would likely, through her lawyer, cross-examine everyone who does present indirect evidence to have them admit that they have no idea that she has done anything untoward or inappropriate with her children, that they don't know where the children are.
Leroy adds we could see one of 2 potential outcomes following the preliminary hearing next week.
Number one, the evidence will not be sufficient. The case will be dismissed by the magistrate judge and the defendant discharged. Or in the alternative, if the evidence is adjudged to be sufficient, the defendant will be bound over to appear before the district court, where all felony cases in Idaho are actually tried.
Again, Vallow remains in jail on a $1 million bond. We asked if she's had any visitors while in jail, and we're still waiting to hear back. Mark?
Stay tuned. All right, Shira, thank you.